This is all the Real Madrid news that came out today, and we're starting out with this. According to this source right here, Real Madrid have informed Vini Jr. and his agents that the club will not make no more contract renewal offers. He either signs the deal that's been on the table for months now, or he will be put up for sale in summer 2026, in order to avoid him leaving for free in 2027. Now, earlier to that coming out, Vini Jr.'s agent was at Real Madrid's offices today. He did not respond when asked about a contract renewal, or the whistles to the player last night, so we'll see what happens. Now, a lot of news also came out about Xabi Alonso today. Even before the Spanish Super Cup next month, Real Madrid have given Xabi Alonso the next 3 games as crucial to determine his future. The club is sending a message of calm and patience. They did not give Xabi Alonso an ultimatum before the City game. Now, Fabrizio Romano said the news coming from Real Madrid after the defeat against City is that there is no intention whatsoever to sack Xabi Alonso. The feeling inside the club is that they want to give him another chance to turn things around. There will be internal conversations with the coach, and he said that it was never confirmed that he was going to get sacked if they lost against City. But despite everything, the results have to change for Xabi Alonso to continue as manager. Now, if you're enjoying the video so far, just like the video so I know. And if you want to stay updated with Real Madrid news, just follow. Now, it was also said that him and his staff ended Wednesday's match in frustration. They felt they had missed an opportunity to change the situation. Now, they hope to see more of the team after signs of improvement in the situation and football. Now, it's also being said by Jose Luis Sanchez that Xabi Alonso will be sacked if Real Madrid do not beat Alaves on Sunday. Now, Jose Felix Diaz said that Xabi Alonso's future at Real Madrid is hanging by a thread, a very thin one. It's not going to depend on victories. The feeling they have is that he's not going to turn it around. He could win against Alaves, but that doesn't mean he'll continue as Real Madrid coach. Now, Mario Cortegana also said this, that Real Madrid's hierarchy are concerned about the team situation and Xabi's difficulties in finding the right path. However, Alonso is not seen as the only one to blame. Now, yesterday outside the Bernabeu, fans were saying the club must give Xabi Alonso time and patience. Who else are they going to hire? He's the best man for the job. We cannot allow ourselves to turn into the next Manchester United. Now, also last night at the Bernabeu, the Real Madrid fans were whistling more at the players than Xabi Alonso. Real Madrid fans applauded the efforts of Rodrigo and Alvaro, and the fans were also very happy to see Endrick. Now, the Real Madrid fans are fed up with the players. The message by the fans in the stadium: some speak when we win, then don't when we lose. They say they will fight until the end, but we see them walking. And Real Madrid's high leadership hates here in the Bernabeu booing the team more than anything else. The boos last night against City heavily increased the pressure on Xabi Alonso, and now his position is hanging by a thread according to the club sources. Now, if he fails to win on Sunday according to Sky Sports DE, Zidane is the #1 priority, then Jurgen Klopp, and then Arbeloa. Now, also Mate Moreto said the club will sign a center back in June. He said, my message to Real Madrid fans is to keep an eye on the free agent center backs this summer. The club wants to sign one. Now, talking about Sunday's game, Mbappe and Camavinga are both doubter against Alaves. Dean is set to return this Sunday. There is also a new test scheduled for Mbappe tomorrow. Also know that Endrick is suspended for 2 La Liga games, Alvaro is suspended for 2 as well, and so is Carvajal, and Fran Garcia is suspended for 1 game. Now, Real Madrid's defense versus Alaves could be Rudiger and Raul Asensio. And it's also being said that Franco will be in action versus Alaves. He will get some minutes. Now, also know that Brahim Diaz got called up by Morocco for the AFCON, so this could be his last game for Real Madrid for a little bit. And if Morocco reach the final, Brahim will not play for Real Madrid for 1 month. If he even makes it to the quarterfinals of the AFCON, he will miss the Spanish Super Cup with Real Madrid. Now, it's also being said that Militao's recovery period could be reduced to just 2 months. Now, also know that Pep went to Rodrigo to tell him how fantastic he is. Pep confirmed his appreciation for the player last night, and Pep wanted him at City last summer, but it did not happen. Let's see what happens in the future. Never say never. Now, according to Jorge Cepicon, Florentino Perez is a huge Rodrigo fan. Those close to the president say Rodrigo is his weakness. Florentino loves his talent. And also, according to Platigol, Gonzalo Garcia is the dream target for Stuttgart in the upcoming transfer windows. The player meets almost all the criteria they have in mind. There have also been talks. However, transfer appears very difficult to realize. Therefore, other options are being examined. Now, anyways, ex-Man City player Les Scott said this about the penalty incident: I wasn't surprised by Rudiger's behavior. He loves the friction, but it was very naive. He didn't need to stop him that way. He could have just limited his movement and prevented him from getting there quickly. Now, also, Benzema talked about the problems at Real Madrid. However, I made a separate video telling you everything he said. Now, also, there's a 20-goal difference between Real Madrid's top scorer and second top scorer. 25 goals by Mbappe and 5 goals by Vini. Most GA for Real Madrid this season, Mbappe with 29. Real Madrid have scored 44 goals this season, 25 by Mbappe and 19 by the rest of the team. Xabi Alonso and his coaching staff are worried. They can't seem to find a distribution of numbers in attack. Now, anyways, Camavinga gave a sign ball to Sion, who is broski if you don't know who he is. But anyways, with all that being said, let me know what you guys thought about the news.